Hello, 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 hello. Sean Brady with Leverage Your Lunch Hour and Strengthening Your Intuition. You don't have to be with us and eating your lunch for the whole entire hour, but hopefully, whenever you're taking your lunch, any time of day, anytime, any place around the world, this will help inspire your thinking and sharpen it just a little bit. Today, we're talking about strengthening your intuition. And I have the one, the only, the fabulous Jaleesa Powell in the background. Say hello, Jaleesa.
Hello, hello everyone.
And just to give everybody up out there in YouTube land and social media land, you are going to take a couple actions from last week around your little fashion endeavor. You want to give a quick update?
Yeah, so Sean was awesome and sent me a great link to a wholesaler who makes some great, awesome t-shirts which look like they're comfortable and great fits. They offer a lot of variety of shirts. And I went on their page and learned what I need to do to become a reseller and like customize my own merch to sell it. One of the steps was to get your EIN for your LLC, and the next step is to get your reseller's license. So
Yes.
I've done part one, which is get my EIN, and I need to do part two, which is apply for a reseller's license.
Perfect. And that license is with the state, wherever you live in.
Correct. That license is with the state.
So wherever you're at around the world, that's one of the things you get to do in our free society is have a license to do things. But that is good because then there's rules and conformity, and then everybody's taking on proper business practices so that one, we can tax people properly and follow general guidelines so we're not just stepping all over each other and getting crazy. So good work, Jaleesa. Good work. And I can't wait for you to have that set up, and then you create the Leverage Your Lunch Hour logo and shirts.
Ooh.
I know it's a big design challenge, especially with my little video going off in the virtual background there. My shoulder looks like it's getting bigger. Look at it's disappearing. It's disappearing. My arm is gone. Anyway. So strengthening your intuition. Jaleesa, do you have any insight on that? I know we've talked about the subject a little bit before, but just on the outside, what do you think that means? How do you think we strengthen our intuition?
You strengthen your intuition with experience and time.
Correct. So that's one of the things we talked about in a previous episode. And I'm excited because I just confirmed Dr. Laurel Clark from Metaphysical Mindset, if you will. She's not only going to be sharing the 13 laws around all kinds of different subjects like believing and knowing and law of attraction. A lot of people know about that one. And literally 11 other laws that we're going to briefly touch on in a future series. But as far as right now, strengthening our intuition, we can all talk about that. And that's what we get from a repetition. So in the spirit of increasing our intuition in business, specifically with you, Jaleesa, what's the next step you can take as far as beyond your EIN and getting your reseller's license? What's another natural step that you can just take in your progression towards having these cool, fashionable t-shirts that are casual, comfortable with your finesse around it?
Well, I'm definitely a visual person, so I would love to get my hands on some stuff soon to test it out.
Yeah. From a couple different suppliers, right?
A couple different suppliers, exactly.
Yeah. I know I've given you a couple and being a little bit selfish. There are t-shirt and material specifically that I like. And, I'd love to have your designs on it. Make me look cooler.
Exactly.
I need all the help I can get. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it's disappearing on me. Where'd it go? I have no arms.
Yeah.
So perfect. And developing our intuition is all about that is, what's the next step? And that could be in any area of your life. So is there any other areas of your life that you want to run parallel to this one? So would you call this, I don't know, what would you call this category of your life, your whole t-shirt endeavor?
It's just an extension of my creative, like the things I like to do, my creativity. I love to express myself in different creative ways. So this is just another way to do that. and then
Yeah, fulfilling your
possibly make
creative
some,
expression.
yeah,
I love
um,
it.
and possibly make some great money with it.
Yes. Well, and so possibly
Well, we'll see, Sean. We'll have to-
we'll see,
it
Sean.
could be.
Possibly is it? That sounds like a try.
I want to, and I know that I can, and I will. But there's
Wha-
always a
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do you mean, but?
but.
So right now we're feeding the subconscious mind,
Okay.
right? And
Mhm.
specifically your subconscious mind and your success in this area, right? Now, it's good to be realistic about things. I know that, you know that, we know that, right? It's
Mhm.
also good to have a rainy day fund. And we talked about, our finances and things like that and saving for a rainy day and things like that. But then there's also how do we want to shape the future around this? So if you could shape the future any way that you wanted to, what would it look like? What would it sound like? Who would be interacting with you in the future around this?
I don't know. I
Who
don't
would you
know
like to be?
who would be
How
interacting.
many people would you like to be buying your t-shirts?
Oh, I love everyone. Anyone that was interested. I love artists. I love entertainers. I'd love
What kind of entertainers?
um actors, singers, musicians, um any type of performer, people that have talk shows, anyone.
Like leverage your lunch hour hosts?
Sean Brady.
Yes. But no, that's a really great start. And all kidding aside, so the more descriptive you can be around that, we know that now your mind just formed who that art is really for, your creativity, right? And it's
Yep,
not just limited to those people, but now you have a channel where you're focusing on it's like, hey, I just want you to be expressed with my expression.
exactly.
And you want them to what? What's the experience you want them to have with your
Want them to feel
creativity?
good, look good, and feel that they're representing a brand that's all about supporting creativity and innovation through the artistic community.
I just like casual cool because that's such a way I see your style.
Casual cool is who I am for
It,
sure.
it is, isn't
Mhm.
it? Even if you don't want to be on camera, I
Even if
promise everybody out there, you've seen her before. Casual cool. It's all good. All right. So, strengthening intuition. So, we just saw one thing where we're catching ourselves in feeding. Some people call it our subconscious. Some people say, it's the lever that really controls the whole show, right? It
Yep.
determines what gear we're in if we were driving a car, right?
Hmm.
Do we want to be just driving around town, driving on the highway? Future thinking, do we want to have cruise control? Do we want to go supersonic, right? So that is literally your words and our choice of words, possibly but, right? And we know that using the word but in a sentence negates everything previous that happened in the sentence before that, right?
Hmm.
So it's our opportunity to catch ourselves in the development of our own personal self mastery and all these other wonderful things is just developing our intuition the way we want it to go. So, what are the other things you might want to learn about inside of the world of being this fashionista designer?
Um, I don't know.
How about what other communities might you want to interact with a little bit more?
Hmm.
Because you mentioned a few of the people that you'd love to have be wearing your shirts.
Oh yeah, I like them to wear my shirts. And then also like I feel like just anytime you do any type of like art or creative things, it always can lead to different other industries or for example, just being able to sell merch at an art show or a photography exhibit crosses fashion and photography. So that's kind of what I've already done before. And I know I personally am into film, and I'm sure that those paths will cross like naturally.
So how could we ensure that they definitely cross naturally?
Just keep doing it. Keep going keep trying to build my vision for what it is when with these t-shirts. Keep pursuing acting, keep collaborating with different photographers, keep modeling, um, acting more, doing my own films more, just keep doing things that way.
Good. Now, just so I pointed out, because I would be a terrible coach if I didn't point it out, that trying slipped in there. Did you notice that?
What I say, trying to what?
Trying to do more.
And
trying to connect more and do more cool stuff.
Because I know I am.
You are, aren't you?
I always
That's who
do.
you are.
Trying it, I don't know. Maybe it is a subconscious thing, but I don't think of it like that. Even when I said but, I was thinking like I'm very like forward thinking. So if I ever came to the point where I'm like, yeah, it's not actually good to make t-shirts, I should actually pivot and make something else. That's more so my idea. Or like, oh, I actually like making these cups or something. I have a passion for cups. I would love to collaborate with coffee shops and do like I'm more like that. Like
Yes.
It would change into something else, not but like it would stop forever. Like
so like coffee cups, coffee cups.
You're right. It could be coffee cup.
And then what would you like?
I just threw that out there though. I don't know.
This is my favorite coffee cup, by the way.
That's a really cool coffee cup. Did you make that?
I wish I did. No, I can't take credit for it. This was actually part of our wedding set that we got.
Oh, cool.
That we picked out for when Michelle and I got married.
Those are good
cups. Ago? A long time ago, 18 years ago? I don't remember.
Time, huh?
So the cups have, unfortunately, the awesome plates and bowls, we only have a few left. And,
Mm-hmm. I know how that
doesn't mean I want to replace them at this point in time, but they were fun. And I know that if that's your thing, I know I was really attracted to some cups that I saw on somebody's Instagram, and they had all these different sayings and stuff like that. But whatever your thing is, my gosh, my golly, do that. And do the t-shirts too, because, since you already come this far, somebody's got to make my t-shirts.
Someone's got to make your t-shirts. Exactly. I threw cups out there just as example for my explanation. But yeah, cups are cool. I'm into a lot of different things. So we'll see where this endeavor takes us or takes me.
I love it. 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 So developing intuition. Mm-hmm. Takeaways for today is keep practicing at it. Then you'll intuitively know with more confidence and certainty for yourself which way you want to go.
Correct.
And I'm saying as much to myself as I am to everybody out there in camera land, and Jaleesa too.
Yes, that's a great message.
Absolutely. Well, I do want to give a big shout out to Medici and all of as Medici is one of our awesome sponsors for this. Of course, we do Coach's Corner there every Thursday from 1:30 to 3. And that is for business and personal coaches of all kinds to come together and just create and develop community where we can discuss different ideas, share different business strategies, and certainly improve how we help other people on the planet. So if you're ever available for that, please join us. Just drop me a note at coach@SeanJBrady.com, and I will see that email, or text me. My phone number's all over the internet. It's probably right down below these show notes. I'll make sure it's there. So wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, Jaleesa, thank you for always being an awesome participant. And thanks for sharing your business and life endeavors.
My pleasure.
So fun. We may not see you in person, but we're always going to see you right here on social media. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Whatever time of lunch you're eating lunch around the planet. We'll see you real soon. And we're going to end in 3, 2,